Do I have any hidden talents? My life has been an open book over the years, so anything that's out there is basically out there. I can wiggle my ears. That's about it. If I could find out one thing about my future, would probably be just how many kids are we gonna have, just so we can plan ahead. I try to plan ahead. If I could have my dream vacation, I would probably go to New Zealand. I'm a big beach guy, but I'm also a big mountain guy. I've been there once and they have it all. It's beautiful down there. The people are amazing. So to me, I would probably go to New Zealand and just hang out. Ooh, if I could meet any 3 people, dead or alive, who would I want to meet? Well, first on my list would always be Elvis Presley. He's just a guy that he's top of my list as far as music goes. I've always been a fan. Haven't had the chance to meet Loretta Lynn yet, and she's somebody that I've always loved. And then one more, maybe Martin Luther King Jr. I feel like he'd be a good guy to just sit down and have dinner with and talk to. If I had to eat one meal for the rest of my life, I would probably choose like fried chicken, green beans, and just something southern and good, like what you grew up eating on Wednesday night at church. Stranded on an island and can only take 3 objects. I would take my Bible, I would take my guitar, and I would probably take, what else would I take? Probably my golf clubs. Yep. Get to practice some bunker shots. What advice would I give to my past self? I would probably just say be patient. I always want things to just happen now. And like, man, I'm working hard. I want it to happen now. And sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. Life can be quick. Life can take its time. You just have to keep putting in the work, and eventually, good things will happen. My favorite movie of all time is pretty easy for me. Remember the Titans. I just think it's such a classic. It's a sports movie, but the sports aspect of it is like the very bottom of the list. Like, teaches you about life, teaches you about love and respect and history. That to me, that movie, A1. One of my most embarrassing moments, I remember back at American Idol Top 3 when we got to go to our hometown visit, and I'm singing in front of, there's 30,000 people at my hometown visit, and I'm singing Josh Turner's song Your Man. Stage left, and I'm leaning down on a knee, and I'm singing, and people start losing their minds, and I'm like, man, like these people I got them in the palm of my hand, they're loving me. And then I stand up and turn around, and Josh Turner had walked on stage to surprise me, and I was like, oh, they're screaming for him, not me. But that was pretty funny. One thing that a lot of people that follow me do not know, I would say maybe I'm one of the few people, I would think, on earth that have seen a Black Panther. I saw it in the wild, there at the beach, North Carolina, right in front of me. I was there by myself, nobody was there, so nobody saw it but me. Friends don't believe me, but it happened. Did. What can I say? Favorite birthday memory. I had a lot of great birthdays. Normally it was just involving family and friends, cake, all the good stuff. Early on, October, I believe I got to sing at the World Series around my birthday, and I kind of treated that as a birthday present to myself. So as a baseball guy, that was pretty cool for me. If I could have one superpower, it would be to fly. I love to get places. Like once the show is done, like get home and see my wife and be with the family. I would just take off and go see them. And so, yeah, to fly, I think would be very convenient. My goal for where I would be 3 years from today, it's always family first for me. I want to be a good family guy, somebody my family can lean on, my wife, my friends, everybody. I try to be that guy. Professionally, I just want to keep having fun. That's the number one thing. I think when I stop having fun, I'll stop doing it. Success, awards, number ones, they never get old, but at the end of the day, I get to do music for a living, and I just want to continue to focus on that and enjoy it and love it and have fun. When was I ever at a crossroads in my life? What did I do from there? For me, the year 2016 was a tough one for me. If I had to choose, a worst year of my life, that would probably be it. Personally, there were some things, and professionally, just losing a record deal. We went through so many hoops that I really don't have the time to go through right here. But for me, it was one of those things where I told myself, hey man, you can either pout and just kind of sit here and be sorry for yourself, or you can pick yourself up by the bootstraps and start working day by day, laying brick by brick, and try to start building back. and eventually build something, that's worth having. So that's what I decided to do, was just to, hey, you can't feel sorry for yourself. Your life's been nuts. And we started building back. And, if we didn't do that, I don't think we'd be where we are today. If I could travel anywhere, where would I choose? Like, if it could just happen right now, easy. I feel like music's going to be able to take me to a lot of cool places, which it already has. So if it could just be anything, I would choose Antarctica. I would. That's a continent not a lot of people get to. Even if I just stepped foot and then left, just to say I stepped foot in Antarctica. That's me. If I had to describe myself in 4 words, I would probably say love, loyal, fun, and music. Those would be my 4. Favorite holiday will always be Christmas. I love the time of the year. I love the season. I love the reason for the season, Christ's birth. Everything about Christmas I love. You ask my band, ask my family, I sing Christmas music 365 days a year. Which one of my accomplishments am I most proud of? For me, my very first #1 single, 5 More Minutes, we jumped through so many hoops, so many ups and downs just to get that song released. I knew when I wrote it, it was like my favorite song I'd written. It's still true today, but there was a time I never thought that song would see the light of day. And the fact that it finally got out there, got to radio believed in it, and then it went all the way to #1 for my first #1. That's a special one for me. Who are my role models? I've been lucky to have a lot of great men in my life. My pops, both my grandfathers, I feel like they just kind of set quite the example for, who you want to be in life, how you want to love, how you want to lead. So I look to those guys quite often.